What if the person you love the most was also the person you could never come back to? मैं वापस आऊंगा is on surface a love story, but underneath that there's a story about separation, partition, unfinished love of two people who life moves completely different. And today I'm not gonna tell you whether it's a good movie or a bad movie. I'm just gonna tell you what worked for me, what didn't, and most importantly, whether you should actually spend your time watching it. So let's talk about मैं वापस आऊंगा. मैं वापस आऊंगा directed by इम्तियाज अली, one of my favorite director, starring Nasiruddin Shah, Diljit Dosanjh, Vedang Raina, Sherwari in the leading role. It is set against the backdrop of partition. And before I start the review, I will let you know something. I watched this movie twice. I loved the movie the first time. I watched it in theater the very first show. Okay, in the morning. Second, I watched recently on Netflix. And honestly, watching it for the second time made me realize what I really loved about the film and what really didn't work for me. So let's start with the good part. For me, the biggest highlight of the movie was no doubt Nasiruddin Shah. Great actor, great acting. I loved him in this movie. These actors who perform a character and then there are actors who simply become the character. Nasiruddin Shah belongs to the second category for sure. His character carries years of love, loss, regret, and acceptance. You can actually feel the history in the way he performs. And I also like the actors playing the family members. Rajat Kapoor, the people acting as Chacha Chachi, they actually felt like a family, and the chaos the family had, it was surreal. Then comes the best part, music. Music was by A.R. Rahman and the lyricist, Irshad Kamil. The duo that always make great music, love their work. Obviously, the album is lit, bro. But I love two songs. Like, they stand out for me in every aspect. First is Wo Nahi, sung by Aditya R.K., Arman Khan, and Samir Khan. This song, like, I can cry on this song any minute. Like, if I'm in a very good mood and I hear the song, the lyrics, the picturization, the actual depth, the music, everything is so good. Like, two part of the song which I loved, and I think that is very impactful for somebody who had left their house and moved to a different city or moved to a different country. In this aspect, it's gonna hit them. First is नाम भी है मेरा शक्ल है मेरी दोनों में जो था मैं वो नहीं. Like, I have same, like I am same, I have the same things, but उन दोनों के बीच में जो मैं था वो नहीं हूँ. Oh my god, like wow. And the starting chorus of the song, शहर है लोग है भीड़ है काम है गुनगुनी धूप है शाम है मैं भी हूँ पर वो नहीं. इसमें जो वो नहीं है, दैट इज द कैरेक्टर टेलिंग अबाउट के एवरीथिंग इज देयर, आई एम देयर, बट वो वाला पार्ट जो था मेरा वो नहीं है. ओ माय गॉड, whenever I hear this part na, it brings goosebumps, man. Such a great song. Wow, just wow. Then we have the second song, Tere Paas Main, female version by Dipali Shah. I haven't heard her. Okay, it was the first time I was listening to her music. Her voice, like, such a soothing voice. Oh my god. And the lyrics I would like to appreciate. And if you think there's another best duo, just let me know. Comment down below. Then there was a moment that stayed with me when Vedang character, Kinu, was at Afsana's place and he was leaving the house. He was standing just beneath the staircase. Then, for a tiny moment, Shabari appears and the music begins. The transition, the silence, the visual, and then the music. It was just beautiful. That is what I felt that movie really understood how to use music to create emotions of simply using a song because of the movie needs one. It was just outstanding for me. Now, let's talk about the bad part. I won't say it is actually the bad part. It's just I had like a big question mark in my head because of that. The first I want to talk about Sharvari performance. I know that might be controversial, but I personally found her very irritating at times. Like, I'm not talking about the character. She is supposed to be bubbly, playful, and energetic, mischievous. That should be part of what she is. Okay. But for me, at times, it was a little too much to handle. Like I was like, okay, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. The expression, the constant energy, the way some of the dialogues were delivered after a point, instead of making me feel connected to Afsana, it is taking me out of it. Because I watched the film twice, I noticed it even more the second time. In the theaters, obviously, I can't do anything about it. But when I watched it on Netflix, knowing the story ahead, I fast forwarded her scenes. So, yes, for me, it is one of the weakest aspects of the film. The second part was present past timeline. Now I don't have a problem with the film moving between the past and the present. In fact, I think that structure could have worked beautifully for the story. My problem was the film does not always give you enough clarity about where you are in the timeline. You suddenly move from one period to another. And as an audience member, you are left trying to figure out, okay, this is a part which I wish the film has given some simple markers, a date, a year, a simple indication that life has moved forward or not. And then comes the part that actually bothered me the most was Afsana's marriage. Afsana eventually married a man who knew that her heart belongs to somewhere else and she's waiting for Kinu. And that's where I felt bad for her husband. Because imagine entering a marriage knowing that the person sitting beside you is emotionally waiting for somebody who may never come back. The marriage is presented almost as a way of giving Afsana a secure, respectful life, but emotionally she's not really there. And what's interesting is the contrast with Nasiruddin Shah's character. He also had a love that held on to him, but he moved forward. He built a family. He had children. He lived his life. Afsana, on the other hand, remained emotionally stuck in the unfinished love, and this is where the movie make me think, why does moving on look so different for men and women in the same story? A man can lose his first love, build another life, have a family, and eventually look back at the old love with nostalgia. But Afsana doesn't seem to get the same freedom. I'm not saying that she should have married somebody else or forgotten Kinu. That's not the point. The point is, the film shows us two people who experience the same loss, but their life moves in different directions. And honestly, I found that contrast more interesting than the love story itself. So is मैं वापस आऊंगा a perfect film? No. Do I enjoy it? Absolutely. For me, the performance of Nasiruddin Shah, Diljit, and the supporting family characters, and especially the music, make the film worth experiencing. But the uneven performance, the unclear timeline, and the Afsana's marriage is handled kept it becoming a great film for me. So, if you like a slow, emotional love story, partition story, nostalgia, unfinished love, I would definitely say give Main Wapas Aunga a watch. Go and watch Main Wapas Aunga streaming on Netflix and then comment down below which part of the film bothered you and which part of the film actually made you cry the most. See you in the next video. Bye bye.